I'm here in my personal capacity and as a member of an organization called National Security Leaders for America. That group is made up of more than 1,400 national security leaders, founded in 2021 for the sole purpose of preserving our democracy. Today I stand proudly with hundreds of retired admirals, generals, senior enlisted leaders, intelligence officers, diplomats, and civilian service officials, each of whom served our country with honor and demonstrated countless times their willingness to put their personal safety and comfort aside in service to our great nation. We believe America's national security and economic well-being are directly linked to our role as the global leader promoting stability, prosperity, and the rule of law. Over the past year, our government's actions have shattered our reputation and placed us at risk. Pick a random place on the globe and you'll find not positive and productive American influence, but chaos and violence, or economic calamity, or starvation. Things we once fought against are now the direct result of our action or inaction. It does not have to be that way. We know our strength derives from our long-standing commitment to fundamental freedoms and free and fair elections, the protection of human rights embodied in our Constitution. Every day here at home, we now find examples of these freedoms and rights being attacked. We are committed to preserving three co-equal branches of government with associated checks and balances. Those checks and balances are essential to preserving and protecting individual liberties and preventing abuses of power. Every day the news reveals examples of a weakened system and ever-growing imbalance. It is our duty to remind every American and every person serving our government that the oath we all took to support and to defend the Constitution is sacrosanct and never ends. I'm proud to stand with you today as each of you exercise the rights we have defended for nearly 250 years. It's no secret that there are those who wish to define us as un-American, cast us as some kind of mob, or call us the greatest threat to America. Anyone who sees this assembly of people and sees anything other than the best traditions of self-governance and glorious echoes of patriots throughout history who stood up for themselves, defended the defenseless, and joined hands with the stranger, anybody who sees us and doesn't recognize that we are standing on the right side of history, the right side of the law, and the right side of the Constitution, I believe they have lost their way. Their vision is corrupted. And most importantly, their days in power are numbered. Yeah! The people have had enough. We see what's happening in Washington, D.C. A tiny group of millionaires and billionaires have established dominance over the three branches of government. The long-held vision and expectation of three co-equal branches are gone. The courts are now filled with those whose sole qualification is political alignment with the ruling party and an ability to tie themselves into knots to redefine our Constitution in service of their leader's purpose. They are rubber stamped by a Senate who has abandoned its role as a gatekeeper in the confirmation process, allowing non-answers to vital questions which a truthful answer would be disqualified. And it's not just the Senate. The House is filled with sycophants who've abandoned the will of the people to instead march in lockstep towards authoritarianism. Idle as critical institutions are gutted. Giddy when their cruel, racist, and xenophobic fantasies become real. Silent as we march as a nation recklessly and illegally into yet another war that has created a generational recruiting tool for future adversaries. As Congress advocates its responsibility and shreds the oath of office each member takes, the presidency will become more powerful and dangerous. We've had enough. Across this country, we are rising up in the best traditions of the American spirit, proudly rising up from all walks of life, all socioeconomic situations, from the privileged to the marginalized, native to the newcomer. We are joining hands, joining forces, and rebelling against the destruction of our way of life. We are nonviolent, even as we face threats. And even in the wake of government-sanctioned murders at home and in the seas surrounding Venezuela. Yes, we will be nonviolent, but I'm done being peaceful. We must break the silence, raise our voices, disturb the peace, and sustain. We are doing that here in Oklahoma. Every week I see you out there. I stand beside you proudly on bridges in front of courthouses, in city parks like this, arms in arms, standing together and speaking with a unity and a voice that can be heard from Washington. We are done standing by as our country is wrecked. We will not let a select few turn their perverse vision of America into a reality. We will not be silent, nor will we accept silence. Nor will we accept traitorous acquiescence from those who are supposed to be representing us in Washington, D.C. We, the people, have the power, and the national security leaders for America will continue to fight for our Constitution, our troops, our veterans, and the American people to our dying breath. It is our duty. It is our honor. It is our sacred oath. Thank you and bless you, Norman Patriots.